Hi guys. Welcome to True Channel. Before we get started, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. Top 20 best weird artifacts in the world. So make sure to watch the full video. Humans have started carefully gathering, cataloging, and studying artifacts created or altered by humans in the distant past over the last few hundred years. Amazing artifacts from far-flung excavations worldwide have been brought to light by the field of archaeology. 20 Tollund Man. The Tollund Man is a preserved actual body of a man who lived in northern Europe about 2,300 years ago, making it unquestionably one of the spookiest artifacts. He was found in a Danish bog on the Jutland Peninsula during the pre-Roman Iron Age, naturally mummified. Authorities in the area assumed he had recently passed away because of how well preserved he was. Given that he had been killed by being strangled or had likely been a sacrificed human, this was especially unsettling. 19 Sufio's Vase. Among the numerous artifacts that were left behind after the collapse of ancient Greek civilization, the Siphilos Dinos, also known as the Siphilos Vase, is one of the most stunning. It was skillfully painted by Siphilos, one of humanity's first famous artists. It depicts the wedding of Thetis and Peleus, which is attended by real and mythical animals as well as other gods and deities. Technically, it is a wine bowl with a stand. 18 Ramses the Great's Bust. These two pharaonic statues are present. The first one is still present at the Ramesseum's temple's entrance in Thebes, where Pharaoh Ramses was laid to rest by the Egyptians. Due to only the torso and head remaining, the other sculpture had to be relocated to a museum. 17 Indus Valley Civilization Seals. Indus Valley's seals. Indus Valley's new civilization was discovered as a result of the 1870 discovery of ancient civilizations. More treasures and artifacts were discovered by archaeologists at the location. The existence of a seal indicates trade, possibly on a global scale. Consequently, they would have had an impact on many other ancient societies, as well as received influence from them. There have been many different types of seals found, most of which are square, have symbols on the top and bottom, and an animal in the middle. 16 Tablets of Flood. Several other religious traditions and world religions, besides those found in the Abrahamic texts, spoke of a massive, destructive flood that occurred at some point in early human history. This tablet details the infamous incident's history and mentions Babylonia as one of these locations. The Epic of Gilgamesh, which includes the clay tablet, has a story with a striking resemblance to the one found in the Bible. The likelihood of extensive contact between the societies is thus very high. In total, the epic contains 11 tablets. 15 Rosetta Stone. One of the most significant finds from the prehistoric era is the Rosetta Stone in 1799. It was discovered by French troops taking part in Napoleon's Egyptian campaign. Despite the fact that the message on the stone is relatively unremarkable, it is written in 3 languages, 2 different Egyptian hieroglyphic versions, and ancient Greek. The secrets of ancient Egypt could finally be revealed, thanks to the translation of hieroglyphics by historians. 14 Dead Sea Scrolls. The scrolls, which were mostly written in Hebrew but also in Aramaic and Greek, provide us with a wealth of information about ancient civilizations. More than 900 texts from a Jewish sect are made up of thousands of fragments. The books of the Hebrew Bible that they contain date back to their earliest versions. The scrolls help us understand ancient Jewish discourse very well. Arabic and Latin language texts from other sources have also been found. 13 Terracotta Army. A city of its own was built by the Terracotta Army of carved warriors in battle-ready formation. There are 6,000 statues. Each man has unique facial hair, attire, rank, and other characteristics, so no two are alike. The Terracotta Army, which was created as memorial sculpture for Emperor Qin Shi Huang, provides fascinating insight into life in China in the 2nd century BCE. For the emperor's eternal protection in the afterlife, these statues keep watch over his tomb. 12 Dozen Funerary Masks of Tutankhamun. The funerary mask of King Tutankhamun is stunning and is arguably one of the most well-known ancient artifacts. 2 layers of inlaid gold, several priceless gemstones, and glass were used by ancient Egyptian artisans to carve the mask. The mask clearly shows the boyish features of this Egyptian king, who was just a child when he held power. One aspect contributes to its mystique as a sight to behold. Following the 1920s discovery of the king's tomb, British archaeologist Howard Carter found the mask. 11 Ram in the Thicket. The Royal Cemetery at Yor in southern Iraq is home to the statue of a ram or goat known as the Yor Ram, also known as Ram in a Thicket. The 2 statues that were discovered nearby and are thought to be a pair by archaeologists are actually quite similar. The intricate wooden core was carved by artisans, and precious metals and other materials were then layered on top of it to create the piece. These included red limestone, copper, lapis lazuli, gold, and gold leaf. 10 Nebra Sky Discs. We have the earliest known representation of the night sky on this Bronze Age disk. The sun, moon, and stars are inlaid with gold over a bronze base, which also serves as the object's patina. The object weighs only 2.2 kilograms and has an approximate diameter of 30 centimeters, just under 1 foot. The disk was probably created by the Unetis culture, and what we know about it is limited to a few hints. 9 Olmec colossal heads. From enormous basalt boulders, the Olmec colossal heads were sculpted. Primarily in the modern Mexican states of Veracruz and Tabasco along the Gulf of Mexico coast, they were created by the Olmec people, who have their historical roots in Mesoamerica. Over 150 kilometers of the stones were carried by the ancient Olmec people. Some of the boulders themselves may have had significance, especially the one from San Lorenzo, Tenochtitlan. They are regarded by archaeologists and historians as depictions of powerful kings. Everybody's hat is different. 8. The sculptures of the Parthenon. The Elgin marbles, also referred to as the Parthenon sculptures, are a group of marble statues that were once part of the Parthenon in Athens, Greece, a shrine to the goddess Athena. Both intelligence and military power were under her rule. The Parthenon was used in a variety of ways after the collapse of the ancient Greek civilization. In fact, most of the temple's ancient artifacts were destroyed over the years by use, deterioration, and occasionally even war. There are now only about half, many of them in pieces. 7 Bossuet's flagons. The past has buried much of the history of the Bossuet's flagons. Although little is known about their discovery location, it is certain that these ceremonial drinking vessels have a Celtic origin. Semi-precious stones can be found as well as intricate sculptures. In order to make the flagons watertight and both aesthetically pleasing and useful, resin is applied to their exteriors. 6 Trundum Sun Chariot. Nordic Bronze Age artifacts like the Trundum Sun Chariot are magnificent. The Sun Chariot is a bronze statue that is shaped like a horse and disc and has 4 spokes. Curiously, this artifact from the past has not been found by archaeologists, as opposed to that it was found in a peat bog almost by accident. 5 Phaistos disc. On the Greek island of Crete, the Phaistos disc was found over a century ago, but its significance has not yet been clarified by experts. No one is able to determine the meaning of the artifact, which is composed of 241 tokens that are each one of 45 signs or symbols. 4 Quipu of the Carol. One of the oldest known civilizations in the Americas is Carol, an incredible ancient city in modern-day Peru. One of the most intriguing artifacts found in the city, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, is the Quipu. Ropes are tied in specific knots and arranged in a specific pattern as part of a Quipu record-keeping system. The ancient world had many of them, but few of them survived. 3 World map in Babylonian text. The world as the ancient Babylonians knew it is depicted on a clay tablet known as the Imago Mundi, also known as the Babylonian map of the world. In the written language of the Babylonian people, it also contains a description of the map that has largely been lost. History has revealed that although travel was scarce in the past, our ancestors were more mobile than you might think. In the middle of the map is the Euphrates River, which played a crucial role in their daily lives. 2 Bronze bells. Ancient Chinese bronze bells provide us with fascinating insights into metalworking, music, culture, society, and governance. Similar to the terracotta army, this musical infantry was interred at the Marquis Yi tomb. The bells, which were discovered in the 1970s, are now on display and in superb condition. Staff members play on the intricate replicas that have been built by the museum where it is housed every day. 1 Bust of Nefertiti. Although Nefertiti co-ruled with her husband and may have held the throne after his death, female pharaohs were uncommon in ancient Egypt. The intricate bust of Nefertiti is evidence of the reverence the ancient Egyptians had for their monarchs. The bust may have been taken by tomb raiders, although how it left Egypt is unknown. During the Second World War, it was buried in a salt mine in Germany, where it was later found. It is still on display in Germany despite numerous attempts on Egypt's part and a lot of controversy. So, that's it for today. We hope you enjoyed the video. Use the comment section below to tell us what you think about the video. Also, subscribe to our channel and click the bell button to be notified of all the latest videos.